Nobody reported me that time. That's not. We didn't get reported. Tracy just triggered the AI. Tracy triggered the AI moderation with her inability. Can we get everybody? I need some TikTok shop in the chat. TikTok shop is my favorite place to shop for TikToks. And then TikTok will also shop talks because TikTok shop. All right. So if we say that, TikTok gets happy. Just say TikTok shop a lot. Say just bought one. Manny G, you voting for Trump in November?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. All right, good. So we got 3 Trumpers here. We're good. All right. Mm-hmm. Agenda 47. You were bringing up something. I apologize. I got a violation. Go ahead, Dirt Razor. Oh, yeah, the migration. I probably agree with you on that. I agree with the mass deportation. Right? That's a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that sends out a message. I mean, I get the term illegal immigrant. I get that. I get all the other things that are.
I don't get it. What does illegal immigrant mean?
What? You know, I mean, hence the expression illegal.
What is it? Okay, so if you commit a crime, you're illegal, right?
Well, I mean,
So can I call Donald Trump? Okay, so you're voting for an illegal. Got it.
How's he a legal immigrant?
If other people are illegal because they committed a crime, then isn't Trump illegal?
You'd have to clarify what you mean by illegal.
No, you do, and you just did. You said that people who commit crimes.
No. What I'm saying is, like, for example, like if you have an illegal.
What if your parent is an immigrant and hasn't received immigration status yet, or citizenship status yet, and has a baby? What do you think about that?
Well, I don't appeal to Kipling's fallacy, so I don't appeal to that. So I have no idea.
But Donald Trump has a thought on it. He wants to ban it, and isn't that how Donald Trump's here?
Well, I mean,
it's just weird to me. It's weird to me that you're upset about people committing crimes, but you're voting for a felon. It's weird to me that you call people anchor babies, but that's why Donald Trump's here, right?
Well, hold on.
Okay. Well, hold on. Let's hang on. Let's back up. Yeah, put it in reverse, Terry. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Okay. In regards to Trump. Okay.
In regards. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's regard it.
Trump in 2016, we had no clue of what this man was basing his rhetoric on. Because it was under the assumption that Hillary Clinton was going to win, correct? I think we can agree to that.
I think a lot of people did think she would win. Razor, you're close to not voting for Trump. I think we can save you. Go.
No, you can't.
I can save you, dude. I can save you. I can save you, Razor. Razor, you can be saved. Razor, this is your conscience speaking.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
you don't hate yourself.
So in regards to Trump, we had no idea. Bruh. And then, so in regards to that, Hillary Clinton was under the assumption Clinton was going to win, right? So we had no idea that was going to take place. Well, then all of a sudden, we get Trump in. Now we understand what's going on. Then all of a sudden, since day one, he's been this, he's been that. So we had no idea about the allegations that were about to come up in this administration or his going into his second term. And then all of a sudden, it comes out. Of course, people can pin, C-19 on him. Many people can point, because of his, Afghanistan withdrawal. But as far as the Afghanistan withdrawal, I heard you over the previous, I think it was Tracy talking about that, or maybe it's the last slide. There's a lot of ordeals in regard to that pullout. According to a quick Google search, there are many saying that it was under Biden's administration, and none of it has to do with Trump.
It happened while Biden was president. Yeah. Sure.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean.
But hang on. But before we start going down that road.
Yeah.
I just need to ask you real quick. Everything up to the Afghanistan withdrawal. Would you like ranch or French dressing for that word salad? Because you said nothing. I want you to be clear, Razor. I have a minuscule amount of respect for you, Razor, and you seem like smarter than the average MAGA. But then you just said a bunch of nothing for 8 minutes, and now you're talking about Afghanistan.
I haven't been on for
you didn't say shit, dude. You said, when 2016 we thought Hillary was going to win, we didn't know what he was running for. Then he came in. Yes. Then we didn't know what the allegation was going to be in the second term, and then the first term, but then came the second term, and then Afghanistan.
Yes, correct. In regards to allegations in his second run for presidency, I clearly said that.
What allegations? What are we talking about?
Well, I mean, the E. Jean Carroll case, you said the 30, you know.
Eating crabs.
Yeah, hold on. You said the 34 felons.
Man, don't be a disrespectful turd. I'll let you stay in the box. I don't care that you don't know what you're talking about. I don't care that my mods have to keep muting you. But if you're going to be that
I know
disrespectful,
what I'm talking about. I know more than you do, old man.
if you're going to be disrespectful, though, okay? Right now, Razor's talking, and Razor is the leader of your group, okay? So you need to check with Razor before you speak again. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Razor.
sure. Yeah, in regards to 34 felonies, I mean, there were stipulations. I think that we could agree that
Those 34 felonies had nothing to do with E. Jean Carroll. What are you bringing that up for? It had everything to do with him using finance campaign money to pay off Stormy Daniels so as to influence the 2016 election.
Yes, but what I was trying to put both of them together is what I was trying to put the 91.
Fucking weird.
So, but the point is like nobody knew what was going on. If this is the case, then how come? Like I said, in regards, it all floats back to 2016.
Bro.
Because if just like for example, like if
Manny,
you know,
hang on, Razor, I gotta take a break. Manny, do you know what Razor's talking about?
No, I don't. I don't.
Thank you.
No,
Penn,
no.
do you know what Razor's talking about, Penn? Didn't think so. Go ahead, Manny. What's your point?
I mean, it's kind of going to be off topic, but
Don't be off topic. The topic is: you're voting for Trump in November? Why?
Yeah. Why hasn't Kamala, whatever her name is?
Chat, drop the Kamala emote in the chat. Chat, drop the Kamala emote in the chat. Go ahead.
Kamala.
No
Okay,
problem.
why hasn't Kamala done a press conference or a Q&A? She's been running now for over a month, and she hasn't accepted anything. She hasn't talked to the media without a prompter.
Okay.
Why? And you know that's true. Because I spoke to one of you Dems on live, and then they denied it. So I hope you at least say the truth to your followers. Why hasn't she done that? I mean, I could look. I'm going for Trump, but Trump has. I'm not 100% for Trump, but she's a way better candidate than Kamala. Yeah. Why hasn't she answered to the media?
Sure, I agree with you, man. I completely fucking agree, dude. I gotta be honest with my people. While I'm giving my opinion, I want you to ignore the interview that Kamala Harris has given to the media. It's going to be playing in the background. Ignore that, okay? I got to play an ad first. Apparently, I don't know how ads do. I don't want TikTok to get mad about ads. Hang on. We'll turn it around. I don't want you guys to see the mean ad because I don't know what TikTok's going to say. Hang on, though. Just give me 1 second, because you know you're right, Manny. We gotta respond to this. We can't just pretend like it's not happening, bro. So I gotta speak on it, but apparently there's a long ass fucking ad. 3, 2, 1.
answer the question.
All right, hang on.
It's one question. If it's one question, I don't want to hear it.
You have a reaction to what he talked about.
Well, I'm glad that he finally agreed to a debate on September 10th. I'm looking forward to it, and hope he shows up.
Are you open to more debate?
Now listen, while she's talking to the press on August 8th, okay, 6 days ago, please ignore that. Because Manny has a point to make. I'm sorry, Manny, what were you saying? I apologize. I got distracted. I got distracted by her talking to the press. What was your point again? I'm sorry.
That's not a press conference, though.
No. What was the point? I'm sorry. The point you were making was what?
I didn't hear anything because the.
No. I know. I got distracted by her talking to the press. Sorry. What were you saying?
She wasn't talking to the press.
Oh, she wasn't talking to the press.
Okay.
Sorry, I got distracted by her talking to the press. That's my fucking bad, dude. Sorry.
What did she answer?
Sorry, man.
Tell me what the question was and what did she answer? Because I didn't hear it. I couldn't hear it.
They were asking her questions about the debate. They were asking questions about the upcoming debate.
What was it?
Doesn't matter. Hang on. Hang on, Manny. You're asking me to clarify. Hang on, Manny. You're asking me to clarify the question from who? Whose question?
I don't know who it was. Who was it?
Was it the press?
She hasn't done a sit down.
Was it the press?
I don't know.
I don't. Who gives a fuck? Why do I care? Brit Brat, thank you for subscribing the first time. Brit Brat, welcome, new subscriber. This is such a dumb talking point. I just showed you her talking to the press. So that would you be like, well, damn, I didn't know about that. I'm going to move on to the other talking point because I look like a fucking idiot right now.
No, that's like a middle school question. Oh, what do you think about the debate? Come on, dude. That's like a. a 12-year-old.
I don't care. It's not my fault they asked that question.
No. She said, I'm excited for the upcoming debate. What does that
That's all
mean?
she said, dude.
Ray,
Oh my
hold-
God.
no,
Listen,
hold on,
listen,
no,
listen,
hold on.
kids. Listen. First of all, sit down with those icicles. I don't want it all over my floor. So sit down, and you better be holding it with a paper towel. She answered more questions. I'm just not playing the whole video. I played enough to show you. Hang on, stop. No, I'm not playing the whole video. You can get on the computer and or the device you're using right now to talk to me, and you can watch it all by your goddamn self. But what I'm showing you is Dana, welcome, Dana Mac, new subscriber. What I'm showing you is she talked to the press. Okay? That's the whole fucking point. When you make statements that it can be unequivocally proven wrong, I think it's important to just unequivocally show
she
you.
didn't prove her policies. So what are the policies?
Okay, so now we're moving. No problem. Hang on, Pen. It's now Lion's turn. Okay? You kids have been doing a really good job keeping your icicles off the floor and taking turns. Lions, what are you saying? What's her policy?
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yes.
That's your question.
That's my first question.
No, that wasn't your first question. That would be your second question. I think your first question was, what's her policies?
Well, no, that wasn't my direct first question, but
My direct first question. That was your indirect first question?
yeah.
Okay, so your indirect first question was, what was her policy? So
me
should
ask, why the-
should I indirectly answer it? How do I deal with an indirect first question? It's just like you just rubbed my hand on the date, but I'm not sure if you want to hold my hand or not. Like, what does that mean, indirect first
I
question?
mean, you accept.
Yeah, dude, I'm cool with it, but don't be dumb.
I'm not being dumb.
I'm letting everybody talk. I'm letting everybody take fucking turns. There's like 4 of you and 1 of me. I'm letting this shit happen.
Trust me.
Right? Okay, so listen to me. Her policies. What do you want to know about her policies? Are you voting for her, or are you trying to convince me to vote? Okay, are you trying to get me to convince you to vote for her?
I would say, obviously, there's no point that I can convince you to vote for Donald Trump, or you can.
Sure, you can. Convince me right now. Go.
No, there's no way. You're too far gone. I obviously know that.
Okay. So what's Donald Trump's policies? Tell me what's Donald Trump's policies? What are they?
I think he wants to make.
Jolly,
the United
hey, what is your voting history? That's a good question.
My voting history? Do you want to know every election I've ever voted in?
Since you were 18 years old. Yes.
Do you want me to go presidential and midterms?
No, just presidential.
What about class president? Does that count, or just only after 18? Because
Since 18.
so just presidential.
Presidential, yes, sir.
Okay, but not class presidential. Can you tell me how this even matters?
Well, that right there would clear it up a lot if he convinced you or not. Because if you have a consistent history of voting one specific demographic, then that right there.
That's a good question, chat. The chat wants to know, do you want to know my voting history on prom queen and prom king?
Oh, that's relevant.
I mean, nothing that he's asking me is relevant.
No.
Let me ask you a question. Watch this. Lions, did you vote for Obama?
No.
Manny, did you vote for Obama?
No, I didn't.
Razor, did you vote? Okay, fair enough. Razor, did you vote for Obama?
No.
Penn, did you vote for Obama?
I'm 20, bro.
Okay.
Look,
Why did you vote for
I think I was Democrat at the time because, you know, if you're Latino, you're raised to be a Democrat. But when you get older, when you start going to school, when you start learning about things in life, you then turn into a Republican. If you're gonna be,
What about if you go to college? What
I
happens?
went to college. If you
But I was told if you go to college that you are
that you're
you become a liberal if you go to college.
I mean,
These damn colleges make you a liberal.
they try to teach you, you know, I guess dumb stuff like maybe, but no. Like, I mean, as soon as do you have a family or no? Do you have kids?
Man, do I get the job? Are you guys going to hire me after this interview? What was your voting history? How old are you? How many kids you got? I feel like I'm on fucking Match.com.
Stop being
I'm just asking you that question.
I haven't asked you that question. I don't
Besides
know you.
Jolly, did anybody else serve in the military? And myself.
You know what? We're getting off topic, but yeah, I turned Republican after that. After I got older.
I'm on Match.com in this motherfucker. How many kids I got? What's my voting history? Goddamn. How old am I? First of all, what's up, by all means? You got a couple bars, so there is a delay. I apologize. But this is a buddy of mine, by all means. Nestor, I haven't seen him in a while, so I wanted to bring him up. But I think I'm going to have to reconnect.
That interview of Kamala Harris when she was asked about inflation, what do you have to say to that?
Hey, guys, real quick. Kamala, the Kamala emote in the chat. Kamala emote in the chat. By all means, necessary, re-request. Your shit was fucking up for some reason. All right, we're going to go back now. No, I'm on Lions. Lions, what do you want to ask me, dude? Serious question. Serious question. Lions, what do you want to ask me? Serious question.
Okay, so what's your view on Kamala's policies?
I don't think we have hard written policies yet. So, like, a platform, but just looking at the things that she voted as tiebreakers in the Senate, looking at her history as Attorney General, look at the things she's advocated for, and coupling all of those with what she stated since becoming the presumptive nominee, I think that more of her leanings and more of her policies, once her platform is published, will be strongly in line with the things that I agree with. For example, I think that healthcare is one of the biggest issues plaguing America, and that working our way towards a better universal healthcare plan is going to be the way forward. I think the mass incarceration is a huge problem in America and needs to be addressed. And her Back on Track program and the things that she promoted since then will go a long way for addressing that. I think that our education system is abysmal, and I think that abolishing the Department of Education is far from the right answer. But the things that Kamala Harris, even her running mate Tim Walz, has endorsed is more leaning towards what I look for, which is standardized resources. Like, let's make sure kids have warm food to eat and a nice place to study and good materials to study with before we give them standardized testing, right? I think that dealing with the unhoused population is something that we need to look at doing. And of course, the economy is a very important point. We don't have a clear-cut platform for her economy policy just yet, but I place human rights over how much money I make. So knowing that she's on the right side of human rights with me, and that Donald Trump is vehemently not, I feel completely comfortable waiting for a full platform to come out and lean into the things that she so far has shown that she cares about.
Then why has she done it as VP?
Yeah.
Oh, so you mean that the VP has the power to do those things?
I'm sure that she's the tiebreaker inside the House.
She's
and
running on
outside
that
the Senate.
Okay.
So
hang on. You're right. She's a tiebreaker in the Senate. So tell me how that looks. Let's start with the process. What happens
it's
to
the
make
same administration? It doesn't matter. It's the same administration. They're gonna keep doing the same shit. Same administration for 8 years. You're gonna get the same thing.
Do vice presidents typically have policies?
It's the same administration. It's the same.
It
But
doesn't
she's the
matter.
same team.
She doesn't. No, this is a stupid argument. No, this is a dumb argument. You don't have the ability as the vice president to pass policies and introduce policies and veto. You have no power other than the president of the Senate, and that is only when you're just making a deciding vote in event of a tie. You didn't introduce the bill into the House. See, the bills go to the House first. You guys ever seen Schoolhouse Rock? Because I'm a bill. I can play the video if you need. Bills go to the House first. That's where they're introduced and debated. And then once they go past the House, they go to the Senate. Then they're debated there. Then they're voted on. And then once in the Senate, if they end up in a tie, then the Senate, then the vice president, the president of the Senate, will break that tie. So in that entire process, Kamala Harris has no say-so in what the bill is, has no say-so in the introduction of the bill, has no say-so in the debates of the bill. She can only make the fucking deciding vote. So where was she supposed to pass policy? Can you please fill me in? Because this is the first time in my adult life that I've ever heard people ask me what the vice president did while being the vice president. What policies did the vice president pass? What policies did Mike Pence implement?
He wasn't running for president.
Oh. It doesn't matter if he ran or not. When he was vice president, what policies did he implement?
It doesn't matter because she's running for president.
What policies did Joe Biden implement when he was vice president? What policies did Al Gore implement when he was vice president? Any guesses? What about Dan Quayle? Right? You see how fucking stupid this shit sounds? God damn, y'all. At least say things that somewhat makes sense, because that's just dumb. Whose turn was it? I've already lost track. Penn, you go. We haven't heard you yap for a while. Penn, go ahead.
I want you to tell me how she's going to solve inflation.
I don't yet know how she's going to solve inflation.
She doesn't know. Because she doesn't know, and she's not going to solve it. What,
And she won't
why
talk
do you
to the
have so
media.
much faith in her, bruh? Donald Trump has already been president.
Do you see what I did, Penn?
No.
Okay, I'm going to explain it to you. When I didn't know the answer, I was like, I don't know, Penn. I don't think that she's spoken on that yet, Penn. But then a minute ago, hang on. Shh, shh, shh. Hush, little puppy, shut the fuck up. But then a minute ago, when I was telling you why I want to vote for her, which is what I was asked by Lyons, I said, I know her stance on vital human rights issues that plague the American people. I know her stance on vital human rights issues that need addressed immediately. And I prioritize these human rights issues over how much money I make. I have full faith and confidence that the inflation issue will be addressed by the people that need to address it. And the president doesn't fully control that. In fact, Congress has...
What is the president? Okay, so you're telling me the president has no impact on inflation?
There you go, Penn. I didn't get to finish. You didn't get to finish. Just like your girlfriend. Everything good? So, where were we at? So, like I said, I don't know any economic policies that she's proposed to directly correlate to inflation just yet. But I'm okay with that.
There's no.
But I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with that.
You're okay with her not providing.
Do you think that the president has like a switch? She like go in there, they turn the inflation up and down? What did Donald Trump do to lower
He's a
inflation?
leader, though.
Isn't hey, hang on. Isn't inflation? Hang on. What is inflation currently like? 2.9 or 3% right now?
No way you went off that bogus stat. They're doing that to win the election. Come on, bro.
Why, bro?
That's fake news, son. That's fake news. Hang on, guys. Can
I ask?
That's fake news. I can't believe you'd say that right there yonder. You got off that left-leaning news source. Must have listened to CNN. What about Biden?
No, but like.
No, hang on. Shut up. Tell me a source that you have to show that inflation's not 3%.
The price of groceries.
The gas, everything.
No. That doesn't prove that inflation's not 3%.
What?
So hang on.
There's no bread.
No, hang on. Pen. How much is bread right now? No, don't. Mod, stop. Pen, unmute. Pen only, unmute. Pen, what's the price of bread right now?
It's like $5.
It's like $5 or it is $5?
I don't know. I haven't bought bread in a couple months.
But you were just telling me that the price of bread was how you knew that inflation was above 3%. So if the price of bread, hang on.
Gas is $70.
Okay, so price of gas is $70
For my truck, yes.
for your truck.
Yes.
If it was $80, what would the inflation be then?
I have no idea. It would probably be a lot.
Well, hang on. What if it was $50? If the price of gas for your truck was $50, what would the rate of inflation be?
I don't know.
So you're telling me that based on the price of gas for your truck, you don't know the inflation rate. So that's then therefore not proof that it's not 3%.
Well, I was paying like $35.
No. I don't give a fuck.
Paying like
You said
$35
no. I said prove to me. I said prove to me that the inflation rate's not 3%, and you said the price of gas is my proof. Now I'm asking you, what would the inflation rate be if gas was $50 for your truck, and you're telling me you don't know. So now you're an unreliable source. Now we have to move on. Manny, can you prove to me that inflation's not 3%?
I can. I'm not gonna do any research on that because I go to the groceries every week.
You're a little kid, bro. You act like a toddler.
No. He just said I'm not going to do any research on that.
I'm not gonna do this guy's on the automodelos, man.
He said, I'm not going to do any... hey, listen, you said the quiet part out loud. I appreciate it. Guys, make sure you tap the screen, share the live. I do have a gifting goal up here, and this is my Cash App and my Venmo. I am going to the DNC next week on my own dime. If you want to help me get there, I appreciate it. That's my Cash App up top, my Venmo at the bottom. And Manny's not going to do any research on it. So basically,
I'm not gonna
so
waste
because
my
you...
time on it.
Because you grocery shop. Because you grocery
go
shop.
shopping every week for groceries,
You're
and
a
I
regular
know
person.
what I'm spending.
An average American citizen.
And what did Joe Biden do to raise the price of groceries, Manny?
Start a war in Ukraine.
He started a war in Ukraine? How did he do that,
Yes.
Penn?
He let
Do you- Manny-
Russia invade.
Manny, do you agree with that?
Do I agree with what?
Do you agree that Joe Biden started a war in Ukraine?
No, but I mean, if Trump was
Okay, hang on. No, stop, Manny.
He let Russia invade. It's on
Penn,
him.
Manny, hang on, Penn, Manny.
How many
You guys
wars
have
were going on when Trump was president?
you guys have a one-on-one. Hey, you guys got to agree with.
No. But how many wars were going on when Trump was president? There was 0 wars.
Goose
Oh.
egg.
Can we agree?
No, we can't agree because
Okay, what war was going
no. Hang on. Afghanistan.
Bro, get the fuck.
He said new
You're a
wars.
clown.
How many
You're a
new
doofus,
wars?
man.
He didn't say new wars. He didn't say new wars.
Clown.
Yes, he did.
Santa Claus clown.
He said how many wars were going on when Trump was president, and I answered it.
He said how many wars started under Trump.
And that's not what he said.
That is what he said.
It's not what he said.
Yes, it is.
He
Even
said
if that's
how many
not what
wars
He
were-
said that's factual.
Okay.
So you're saying that's what he should have
Russia
said. Got
didn't
it.
have the balls to attack Ukraine if Trump was president.
Trump
Mm-hmm.
was
Trump went
president.
over there and met with him. He went over there to meet with the North Korean president. He had peace talks with him. He was making peace with everybody.
Okay. Now, hang on, Manny. Now we're going to answer that with facts because your feelings don't matter to me. In 2018, Donald Trump introduced to Congress an idea that he wanted to remove America's obligations to do anything to Russia if they invaded Ukraine. Because it was already on the table in 2018 that Russia might invade Ukraine. We know that because they took Crimea in 2014. And so Trump wanted to make it U.S. policy that if Russia invaded Ukraine, we don't do shit. This is on record. Hang on, shut up. You don't interrupt me. This is on record. You can't deny this. It happened. You can't change history. I know you want to. I know you like to change and whitewash and rewrite history, but this is very recent history. Donald Trump in 2018 proposed an idea that America take away any obligations to help Ukraine in the event that Russia invaded them, which means he was saying, hey, invade Ukraine. I don't give a fuck. So tell me why Russia would not invade Ukraine under a Trump presidency, given that Trump stated openly he don't give a fuck.
Why are we putting our noses in the Ukraine shit? Why? I don't give a fuck if it
Why
gets
do we
invaded.
have obligation
Yeah,
over
why are we
there,
getting it in
They ain't
there?
got nothing
Why
to
are we
do
not
with
helping the
us.
American people?
Oh, how fast you abandoned that fucking talking point.
No. But why are we doing that? I mean, I don't even.
Okay,
think
let's-
That's a fair question.
Okay,
I'll answer it. It's a great
Don't
question.
say
Referendum,
funding
bro.
of
Ain't nobody
Ukraine,
give a
yes or
damn
no?
about that.
The billions we're funding them. Do you agree with that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh my God, this guy.
You're a traitor, bro.
Do you want me to?
Our country.
I
Sure,
don't know.
sure. I'm a
I
traitor.
don't even want to hear your reasoning. Like, I don't even want.
You're going to hear it any fucking way. I didn't ask if you. This wasn't a poll, right? This isn't a democracy in my life. This is a dictatorship. You're a dick and I'm Tatum. Okay? So listen. I'm going to give you the answer. Because Russia is a very big adversary to America. Russia's one of our biggest adversaries. Block this Purple Heart RFK Jr. motherfucker, please, mods. But Russia is one of our biggest adversaries. And Russia started a war in Ukraine. Not Joe Biden. Russia did. Okay? And shut up. You have to shut up. This is why your girl left you. You don't let people finish. All right? So, fucking Russia started a war in Ukraine. So we provided military aid to Ukraine, which now has kept Russia tied up in a war that they started. Because we're providing military aid, Russia can't get the fuck out of this war. They're stuck in it. It's not working out good for Vladimir Putin. He's expending military resources he didn't think he would expend. This war was supposed to be over by now in his head, and his own people are like, what the fuck, you got us into this bullshit, and he can't get out. He can't quit. He can't just give up and surrender, because that'll make him look horrendous. He'll lose all the power he's got in his country if he does that. So he's stuck there, and as long as we're helping Ukraine, he's stuck there longer and longer and longer and longer. So what does that mean we're doing? We are taking military resources from our adversary and keeping them tied up in a long-ass war that they started without expending American lives. Now, you tell me a better approach, and I'm all ears.
I didn't understand what you said.
I don't give
I
a
just said
damn about Ukraine, bro. I don't care. I don't care. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not
It don't got
Ukrainian.
nothing to do with you or me.
Why would
Because
Ukraine?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why you don't care. I'm gonna tell you why you don't care.
Shouldn't be going to the.
I'm gonna tell you why you don't care. Because you've never raised your right hand and defended your country, so you don't know what it's like to be sent to a fucking war. You don't know what it's like to go to a foreign land, not sure if you're gonna come home. So if I can keep American soldiers here on American soil and keep one of our largest.
soldiers.
Exactly, we're not sending American soldiers there. Thank you for making my point for me. Because we're sending military aid there, we don't have to send American soldiers there. You understand that? So you tell me I'm a traitor to my country when in fact I believe in American soldiers staying in America and us not getting involved in that war with people when we can just give them military aid and keep our biggest
Hey, Jolly.
adversary tied up expending their military resources. Go ahead, Lines.
Well, I genuinely don't see the need to expend aid to Ukraine. I really don't.
Expend aid to where?
Ukraine.
But I just explained why.
Every
Like,
month though.
But
Come on, dude.
why
Every
can't we
month.
use that
we
aid
just send another
to our
$2 billion. I'm like,
homelessness
what?
in the United States?
What'd you say
Unnecessary.
now?
I said, why can't we use that aid to homelessness in the United States? Or different.
Because they put some money in Joe Biden's pocket that there's a war going on over there.
Hey guys, do you remember the phone call between Zelensky and Trump? You remember that?
Remember Joe Biden mistaking Zelensky for Trump?
Do you remember?
No, yes,
Thank
I
you. Who said that? Razor, thank you. And Trump said it's a very good phone call, right?
Well, I mean, in regards to
That's what Trump said. That's what Trump said. Why was Trump talking to Zelensky?
well, he wanted to get some information in regards to Joe Biden and Hunter Biden.
Yep.
Why was he talking to Zelensky?
Yo, Santa Claus, I gotta go, but I'll come back to cook your ass. Maybe tomorrow. All right?
You totally cooked, man. Yeah, you cooked. Before you go, Manny, tell me one thing. Sorry. You totally cooked, man. Everybody was like, whoa, totally schooled you, bro. No. What happened prior to that phone call is what I'm saying. Why was Zelensky entertaining the phone call with Donald Trump?
In regards to aid to Ukraine and the concerns in
Aid
regards
to Ukraine. Aid to Ukraine for what? Aid to Ukraine for what?
I was about to tell you. In regards to fear of Russia invasion,
Fear of, or Russia actually invaded?
fear.
that it was in fear because Russia had not invaded yet.
He hadn't?
Nope. It was on the border. I mean, it was on the border, yes, but they weren't there yet.
Okay.
See, there's
I'll
a
give you-
space.
I'll give you guys time to look it up. You want to look it up real
I've already
quick?
looked it up. I've already looked it up.
Okay.
There's a space. There's a space. There's a space in between Russia not doing specific things, and guess what that space is? Under the Trump administration. See, there's what did Obama do in regards to? I think it was actually started in Bush, if I'm not mistaken. Well, first off, I want to thank you for your service. Thank you, Jolly, for your service.
I don't need you to.
Well, I mean, I come from a military family. I never served, so I got to.
I don't care. I know you haven't served. That's why you don't care if American soldiers are being sent to Ukraine or not, as long as it's a good talking point to vote for your guy. I know, I get
Yo,
it.
fat ass, do you like eating Joe Biden's meat?
Hey, man, I appreciate it, dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I try to be respectful. I just can't do it.
I'm just telling you, I don't want the respect.
I don't, well, it doesn't matter, dude. I mean, either, you're.
I'm not gonna listen to you fucking cry. I mean, we're just talking, dude. And I'm not being very nice. You're not being very. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear you cry. I don't have time for that. We'll just move on to the next fucking guy who's gonna say the same shit you were fucking saying. Who gives a fuck? Let's see. I'm just picking people out who I think look like MAGA. If you're not MAGA, please don't put a request in. If you're not MAGA, please don't put a request in. Pin. Lyons hasn't had a chance to speak a lot. Pin. So can you stop interrupting Lyons when he talks? Go ahead, Lyons.
Shit, it's been a lot of.
I know, because your friends won't shut up.
So, what are your thoughts on
No,
Kamala?
no, sorry.
Like,
Don't
just
need to be here.
give me your base 2 sentences on Kamala.
I mean, to be fair, you were in the live. You were even in the box when I gave my whole spiel on her.
There was a lot of people talking, so I couldn't hear. Like you
At
said.
that time, there wasn't because we had everybody muted.
But could you just give me your 2 sentences?
Okay. when it comes to matters of human rights and issues that affect everyday Americans, I align with her ideals and the things she's proposed in the past and the things that I can look at, the data points that I can collect.
What are the data points?
Jerry, you just got here, and that's cool. But I'm recapping what I said 10 minutes ago, so I'm not going to repeat it just now.
Data points, then?
I'll repeat it later. Jerry. Okay? But you got to stop interrupting Lions, because every time Lions talks, one of you guys interrupt him. All right? These are your fucking people. Chill out. All right? So based on those data points that I mentioned earlier, I went through a lot of them. All right? She aligns with me on human rights and issues that affect everyday Americans. And so for that, I am confident that when the platform is released of the actual policies she's going to present, they'll be in line with me and those human rights perspectives. Now, what she's going to do with the economy, we don't have a good insight on. But I don't place that as the number one priority in this point in time in America.
So, what do you place as the number one priority?
Human rights, i.e., exempla gratia, universal health care, exempla gratia, fucking our education system, exempla gratia, fucking mass incarceration, exempla gratia, the houseless problem that continues to get worse, exempla gratia, a stagnant median income and a rising cost of housing and everything else, exempla gratia, corporate exploitation and wage poverty. I can keep going.
So you don't think the woman you're voting for,
women's rights, thank you, Chad.
The woman you're voting for, held people in jail for free labor.
Yeah.
For California.
Anybody who's been in jail since 1865 is there for free labor.
So you think that's okay that Kamala did that?
So you now have a problem with systemic racism?
No, I'm just asking. Did you?
So you don't So you don't have a problem.
No. We can do this.
No, hang on. Systemic racism is a problem, or systemic racism is not a problem?
Do you think she did that? She was right doing that.
Doing what?
Holding people in prison for free labor for California.
Show me your source.
Well, I can't do that right now. I mean, it's true though.
It's not true though.
Okay, so we can just do this all.
Okay, then tell me how it's true. Tell me what makes it true.
Tell me what makes it not true.
So prove a negative. You don't have to prove your point, but I got to prove that your point's not your point.
Well, it is.
That's all, folks.
Okay, well, so you can.
No, listen.
The way I
she was an attorney, and she was a prosecutor. Then she was a district attorney. Then she was the attorney general, which means she operated in a system that was inherently biased towards Black and Brown America. We know that because of white supremacy, based on 13th Amendment, based on the allowance of involuntary servitude and slavery to happen when you're duly convicted of a crime. So we know that. So I agree with that. But it's funny how every other attorney. It's funny how. No, I don't. No, I don't agree with you.
You just said
it's
I agree with that. Did you not? I apologize.
It's funny how that any other attorney or attorney general or prosecutor that's ran for president in the last 175 years, no one's accused them of it. The only time we accuse somebody of being of upholding a system of white supremacy is when they're the black woman. Isn't that funny? And none of the white guys that were district attorneys got this criticism. None of the white guys that were attorney generals got this criticism. None of the white guys who were prosecutors and lawyers, shut up, don't interrupt me. None of the white guys that were attorney generals and prosecutors and district attorneys, because there's been a lot of them, got this criticism. None of them, because we expect them to uphold the system of white supremacy, or I don't know what you're getting at. And also the people that are making this argument have been the number one supporters of the system of white supremacy, the number one supporters of the continuance of this system. And so now I'm supposed to believe you care about it? Spare me the fucking faux outrage.
Okay, so I don't know why race is.
Kayla, thank you for the Cash App. Kayla, thank you for the Cash App.
It just feels like you're trying to push the race narrative, and I don't understand why.
Natalie, Bethany, Elizabeth, Kaylee, thank you for the
like
Venmos.
On me. It feels like you're trying to push the race narrative.
I don't care how you feel.
Well, we're talking.
Fuck your feelings.
But
hey, I'm just borrowing you guys' line. Ain't that how it goes? Fuck your feelings. If you don't like it here, leave.
Do you expect me to, do you expect people to, understand?
Bro, I don't give a fuck. Everything I'm talking about is researchable. You haven't researched. You're going down your checklist of fucking talking points. You don't back anything up. I ask for a source. You don't provide it. I make a very valid rebuttal to your point. You pivot to another point. Stop asking me to give a fuck about your feelings and show me a goddamn source.
I mean,
Jerry, what you got, man? Jerry, you're voting for Trump in November, it sounds like. Jerry, you're muted. I don't know if you know that. You got to unmute or nobody.
Can you tell me where your president is right now?
Jerry, are you voting for Trump in November?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to request. That was an accident.
No problem. Let me send Jerry a fucking invite to unmute here. Guys, while we're waiting for Jerry to learn how to use his phone, please tap the screen, share the live, tap the screen, share the live. I do have a gifting goal right here. We got 48 hanging lights. I'm trying to get to 150. I appreciate you. Plus, if you don't know, I'm going to the DNC next week on my own dime. If you want to help me with travel costs, this is my Cash App up top. This is my Venmo at the bottom. Cash App top, Venmo bottom. If you want to help me with travel expenses, thank you to everybody who's already sent a Cash App and Venmo. And this is my gifting goal. If you want to contribute to the gifting goal, Jerry, unmute, dude. Fuck. Doesn't seem like Jerry knows. Oh, Jerry left. Okay, so John, you're voting for Trump in November?
I sure am.
Okay. Your profile picture kind of clued me in, so that's good. And Dre, are you voting for Trump in November?
No, but I just
Okay.
wanted to make a comment.
All right, looking for opposition only. Only those voting for Trump in November, please.
Tell
And
me where
thank
your
you.
president is right now.
Okay, John. So why are you voting for Trump in November?
Because the policies in his 4-year during presidency aligns with things that I approve on, and I
Okay.
believe that he spends our tax dollars better than what the Democrats do.
I thought Congress spent tax dollars. President spent tax dollars?
On policies that they pass, such as the
Presidents pass policies? Wow.
Well, I mean, it goes through the House and the Senate also, but
So Congress passes policies.
yeah, but the presidents
Oh,
have an
okay.
influence.
So
on it.
presidents don't pass any. I can buy. I give you that. There's some influence there. Yeah, but they don't pass any policies. They don't spend tax dollars. So let's back up.
No, but they
You're off
definitely
to
influence
sorry,
that.
John. Off to a rough start. It's not your fault, John. You're off to a rough start. Tell me why you support Trump again. Sorry.
Because his policies that he had during the 4 years of presidency aligned.
Like what? Like what?
Like the USMCA agreement, the trade agreement that replaced NAFTA.
How'd that help us? Curiosity. I'm not saying it didn't. You tell me if it did. How'd it help us, man?
So, you know, the one part in there that helped big businesses were the difference in import tariffs and taxes on cars that were.
And those tariffs worked out really good for us, right?
We don't charge them tariffs. That's the whole agreement. We don't charge tariffs to Canada or Mexico.
I understand. What about the tariffs that came out of us leaving NAFTA? You know what I'm talking about. Come on, man. Don't dodge it. Let's go.
I mean,
Why was our deficit so high under Trump? If pulling out of NAFTA was such a good idea.
I mean, NAFTA wasn't anything to do with the deficit.
I'm just saying. Why would the deficit go up? Did it have anything to do with anything?
I would say the largest portion of it had to do with COVID relief and bailouts. The second largest portion would probably be the Farms Act in 2018.
That was horrible. The Farms Act in 2018. And why did the Farms Act have to happen? Any reason?
That was a counter that happened because of tariffs that he did, that he took off of.
So tariffs that Donald Trump implemented affected farmers in America and required us to bail farmers out and spend government money, which means that was stupid. Got it. You're right this time. You're right, John. Good
I
job.
actually thought it was the opposite.
Hey, chat. Trumpers got one right. Trumper got one right. Woo! Fucking W's in the chat. W, John, in the chat. They got one right. Let's get some sound effects. Let's do a fucking clapper. You get a clapper, dude. Woo! Fucking clapper. We got a clapper. Woo!
Try to off him, and when that doesn't work, you're like, oh, let's just have Kamala run and rig the election. I get it, bro. I get it.
Penn, you don't get much, bro.
I get more than you do.
You don't get what I'm talking about. You don't get what we're saying right now. You don't get laid, bro. You don't get much. You don't get laid.
You ain't laying anybody. You roll over and crush them. Badass.
So, John, you're right. You're 100% right, John. Farmers were affected by Trump's tariffs in a very bad way, and we had to bail them out. So wouldn't that be a bad idea? Did you know that economists, people that you should lean on to trust in these matters, were against Trump's tariffs and against Trump pulling out NAFTA? They were against it. And Trump, because he has this fucking idea that he's the smartest guy in the room at all times.
Plan two.
The rewrite of NAFTA was, I mean, there's not full data on it yet because it was done in 2020 when COVID hit and we were not shipping products across, country lines. But the principle behind the new one is it is supposed to help smaller businesses and it's supposed to help security because, for instance, software programs and stuff like that do not have to store their software on foreign servers to be able to use it in other countries. Is that
Cheyenne, you're in the box. So can you hear us?
Yeah, I was trying to mute and let everybody else talk for a minute.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if you knew you were in here. It sounded like it was in your pocket, so I was just checking. I'll mute for you. Hey, if you just got here, I'm going to mute you up just so that we can let John get through his point. John, you can finish the last part of that. Sorry.
So just the security on software servers like that, before small companies would have to have some type of physical business in the other country to be able to exchange goods. Now they no longer have to do that. And then also the dollar amounts of exportation and importation increased individual items and in bulk. But it's not a dollar amount that affects large companies. It's little companies, for instance, people selling stuff on Amazon and stuff like that. And we also increased our exportation in those times to Canada and to Mexico. So I would say that that's a pretty good policy trade agreement that he passed.
I mean, if your version,
When you go to McDonald's,
if your version of it was correct, then maybe I don't even like your version of it, but your version is also wrong, right? So here's the thing: number one, Trump did push. Trump did push us to pull out of NAFTA against the advice of economists. This is my problem with Trump. Why don't we listen? Why don't we listen to people that are experts in their field? Why don't we do that?
Get the braces off.
Hang on. I apologize, guys. Hang on one second. I got a phone call. Hang on. Yeah, your son's in my live again. Listen, if he keeps this up, I'm not going to send you any more pics. It's not going to happen. You need to get him in chat. Your 20-year-old son. Yeah, he's in my live again, talking about McDonald's and bakeries. Just kidding. All right. Cool. That was your mom pin. Sorry.
Was it, bro? Was it?
Yeah, it was. And now you don't even get to rebut it. You don't even get to fucking defend yourself. Cheyenne, what do you got, man? You voting for Trump in November? Guys, I've let him in there for a while because he was trying to say inflammatory shit to get kicked. And so I was making him just keep trying harder and harder and harder to get kicked. He was so fucking embarrassing. Guys, while we're waiting, tap the screen and share the live. I appreciate you. I got a gift and goal right here. We're at 65. Thank you to contribute to the gift and goal. We're trying to get to 150. Cheyenne's not on coming off mute. Newman, are you voting for Trump in November?
No, sir. I came up by accident. I'm sorry, brother.
No problem. Not even mad at you. It happens. We're looking for people who are voting for Trump in November. People voting for Trump in November. Boston Smalls, I just added you, and then you dropped out. Were you trying to come up? You can come up if you want. Buck Wild, are you voting for Trump in November?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. Are you taking a shower currently?
No, I'm giving my son a shower.
Okay. Well, so jump up after that.
Yeah, I sure will. Thank you.
Sounds like a fucking waterfall. Can't hear you. That's weird. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to find more Trumpers here. Cheyenne. Dude, it's so weird, man. The weird shit. Dionysus. Oh, no, Cheyenne. Cheyenne, you voting for Trump in November?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because Trump is a loudmouth, aggressive, egotistical narcissist that doesn't take shit from nobody.
Those are good qualities in a president.
Well,
and leaders. That's a good quality in leaders too. I think leadership. That's what I look for. Can you say it one more time? He's a loudmouth,
egotistical, narcissistic asshole.
So Trump is a loudmouth, egotistical, narcissistic asshole and doesn't take shit from nobody, and that would make him a great president.
Well, we already had 4 years of him being that exact way, and everything was fine. He didn't.
What was fine? What was fine? Hate crimes went up under Trump. COVID was a fucking disaster. What went fine?
It was a disaster after Trump too, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, because he fucking shit the bed, then ran off, and everybody else had to change the sheets. He shit the bed. He shit the bed, and Biden had to change the sheets.
How did he shit the bed?
He mishandled COVID.
Oh, really? With Operation.
So for starters, he lied to the American. Hang on. Now listen, Cheyenne, it's your turn to speak, but you have to take turns. You asked me a question, let me answer it. For starters, he lied to the American people.
How? What was the lie?
He downplayed COVID.
And so did everybody else. You don't think Nancy Pelosi downplayed COVID, walking around calling him a xenophobe?
No, I think Trump downplayed COVID. And I think Trump admitted to it. Trump admitted to it on record. Trump admitted to it on record that he downplayed COVID.
Well, he probably did.
And I think when you're the sitting president of the United States, that part of your job is to be clear and transparent with the American people and provide information that would save lives. And he didn't do that. And he told Bob Woodward in an interview that he didn't do that.
And later, after the fact, he admitted that that's what he did. That's pretty transparent.
Yeah, he didn't admit it like I fucked it up. He admitted like, hell yeah, brother. That kind of admit. Like I did that, and it was a good thing. And it wasn't a good thing, actually. He politicized.
He politicized downplaying it, right?
No, just COVID in general. He didn't trust doctors. Like, don't you think that part of, listen, don't you think that part of, hang on, can I get the question out?
Yeah,
don't you think that part of being a good leader is surrounding yourself with people that are smarter than you? That's a pretty good leader.
Like Anthony Fauci?
Yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah, that's a good start.
A great fucking start.
Yeah, and so he took advice from Anthony Fauci and then ended up shitting the bed on COVID, right?
No, that's not what happened at all.
That sounds like it to me.
Multiple times Fauci had to be the bigger professional and dance around basically saying, don't listen to Trump, he's an idiot. What are you talking about? He constantly went against Fauci and CDC and blah blah. I mean, you guys act like this shit was 93 years ago. Hang on, you act like this shit was 93 years ago and we weren't all alive. You see my beard? These gray hairs didn't happen overnight. I was very much an adult during COVID. I remember what happened. Your memory seems to be quite selective.
You're probably about the same damn age as me, so let's not compare gray.
No, that's fine. Then that means you were old enough to remember what happened during COVID, and the shit you're saying is not true.
Everything that happened during COVID, and I remember what happened.
Apparently not.
The presidency.
Apparently not.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Stop travel from foreign countries, got called a xenophobe and a racist. Trump pushed for Operation.
Well, he was a xenophobe and a racist.
The precious vaccine that every Democrat on the planet Earth said, I'm not going to take Trump's vaccine. And then as soon as Biden got into office, they...
Hang on. Are you saying that the Democrats said, I'm not going to take Trump's vaccine? I have a fellow Democrat here in the box, Boston Smalls. Do you remember this ever happening?
No.
I'll take shit that didn't happen for 1,000.
No. I tell you what Trump did do, though, is he completely botched what do you call it? A fucking plan to, Jesus Christ, what am I trying to say, honey?
Insurrection?
No, sorry. It's a distribution, sorry. Completely banned distribution and let this absolutely fucking, with our hands tied, and the hospital system and Biden administration had to come in and like actually figure out how to distribute all the vaccines to everyone.
That's true. I remember that happening.
Sorry about that. I had a little.
It's okay. You know what else I remember, Cheyenne? Cheyenne, you're still yelling at the phone, but you don't know you've been. There you go. Cheyenne. You know who was taking? Cheyenne, do you know who was saying they're not going to take the vaccine? It wasn't the Democrats.
Yes, it was. There's numerous videos of Democrat politicians saying, I'm not going to take Trump's vaccine.
Play one.
You can look it up your damn.
No, it's your claim. I want you to play it.
Well,
Listen, I'm not charging. Listen, Cheyenne. Cheyenne. I'm not. Hang on, sweetheart. I'm not charging you by the minute, and I got all night. So take your time. Look it up. You want me to give you time to Google it?
All right. Yeah, give me time. I'll Google it. I don't.
All right, Google it. I don't need to hear the rest of the sentence. Let's go. Google it. Dionysus. You voted for Trump in November?
Yep.
All right. Why?
Well, I can't even joke. No, dude. What?
All right.
So actually, the reason I originally want to come up because that kid brought up the NAFTA thing. The
NAFTA thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, actually, that was actually incredibly bipartisan. I think in the Senate, only 10 people voted against it. In the House, it was like only 40 or 41 people voted against it.
I don't know if that's true, but I'll trust you.
Like a lot of Democrats worked on that. They did help with some workers' rights and benefits and stuff. But it had its pros and cons like everything else. Remember when we had the baby formula shortage?
Yes, I remember that.
Well, that was because part of that agreement, we weren't allowed to make fucking baby formula here anymore. We had to ship it in from Canada or whatever.
I think it was a horrible fucking idea the whole way around. But, I mean, I don't know. Harry DNC, how old are you?
23.
23. And your personality is another guy on TikTok. That's your personality?
That's not my personality. It's just troll.
It's your profile picture. It's your profile name. That's weird.
I just got a question for.
I don't care about your question. I got questions. No, I have a question. Why is another guy on TikTok your personality?
Because I think he's a clown. It's
So
not
to
my personality.
hang on, guys. No, Steve. To prove that he's a clown, you made him your personality, and he's got his own. So given the juxtaposition here, who looks like a clown?
Why don't you get Kamala's crusty pussy out of your mouth, dude, and vote for yourself? Not just because she's a woman.
Well, you gotta be weird, bro.
No, hang on. No, they think I'll kick on Boston. They think they get kicked. Now here he is stuck in the box. Still here. Now he's just stuck. Hang on. You got to follow that up now.
Yeah,
you got to follow that up now.
Bro. You look like you go to McDonald's. You're gonna go to McDonald's after this, Santa Claus. Hey, you believe in global warming too, right?
So who looks like the clown, guys? This guy called another guy a clown. This guy called another guy a clown, and to prove that guy's a clown, he changes his profile picture to that guy, his name to that guy. And then this is how he acts when he's in front of other adults.
We can still see you in the box.
Yeah, he can't leave. He can't leave. He wants me to kick him. I just make him stay, dude. I just make him hang out.
That's fine, bro.
You gotta run. You gotta run. The only way out is to run.
I will cook you all day, bro. I will sit up here and I will fry you like a.
Wait, you think you're cooking?
Oh yeah, bro. Insulting you all day. This is better than going to work.
Oh, wow. Well, he thinks he's cooking, guys.
Your forehead looks like a loaf of bread with all the wrinkles in it and stuff. And
cam
also,
up. Turn your cam on.
You hear what I said? That your
turn your cam on.
Looks like
Yo, I'm back to cook.
Your hair looks like.
Turn your cam on.
Did you see that? What are you drinking there? Are you drinking?
Turn your cam on. He won't turn his cam on. You know why he won't turn his cam on?
That vagina.
You know why he won't turn his cam on?
You're only voting for Kamala because she's a black woman. That's the only reason you're.
Oh. Manny, are you here to cook too, Manny?
I'm here to cook you, bro.
Yeah, he's cooking. Cheyenne, are you here to cook too? Are you here to cook too, Cheyenne?
That looks bad. It looks
I see your followers are like, man, he's bad.
I don't know why this won't let me turn my
dime store
unmute
headset,
myself.
bro. It looks bad. It looks bad,
I don't know why, Cheyenne.
I got
Moderators, hang on. Moderators, you got to get better on this mute, moderators.
What you doing, bro?
I have video
Roll your
of
ugly ass
Kamala
down.
Harris.
Just like,
You can mute
let me
everybody
get up
else.
and spread misinformation.
Well, it's your own people interrupting
Hey,
you, Cheyenne.
baby, why don't you make me a
Cheyenne, it's your own people interrupting you.
stack of? Come on, I gotta eat, honey. Oh yeah, drink up, bro. Drink up.
This is the guy that says that Harry's a clown. This guy called Harry a clown. Harry who built his own following. Harry who has his own personality. Harry who has his own platform. Harry who goes toe-to-toe every night with anybody who jumps in the box with him. Harry who is articulate and sophisticated. That's the guy he called a clown. Cheyenne, man, go ahead. I kicked him out so you could talk, Cheyenne. I did promise you to play that video.
All right. Oh, and I guess I said her name wrong. It's Kamala. So,
you all do. It's typical. Reading's hard. All right, go ahead.
Sorry. I don't. People say my name wrong. I was surprised you got my name right.
Yeah,
all right.
I can see the trickiness
I'm
of it.
gonna play it.
All right, I'm listening. All right.
If the Trump administration approves a vaccine before or after...
Oh, are you kidding me? Go back.
I'm his wife.
She's gotta fuck with the phone. Go back.
Trump
There it
has
is.
picked Ohio
Nope, go back.
Damn it, honey.
as his
Yeah, my wife hits the phone and screws it up.
screwed it
Damn it,
up.
what did it tell
Kamala Harris saying that if Trump
Who
tells her to
phones
take
you?
the vaccine, she won't.
Trump's
Let's try all these lip
I don't know, clear out of it. Go ahead and mute me. I'll bring it back up.
Damn,
Skip
what?
that.
God damn it, man.
All right, man. All right, Manny. Here you can. It's time, your turn to cook, Manny. What do you want to talk about now?
What do you want to talk about? I
don't give a fuck.
What's your stand on
What's my stand?
men?
What's
playing
my
women's sports?
stand? The guy said, "What's your stand?"
What do you think about that?
About what? I wasn't listening. I apologize. When you said, "What's your stand?" I got caught up in that. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to picture what Cheyenne's doing as well.
Men playing in women's sports.
What's my stance on men playing in women's sports?
Yeah. Are you for that or no?
Where do men play in women's sports? Where is this a conversation at? What the fuck are you talking
a
about?
biological man in women's sports. Someone that was born biological, a biological man.
What's a biological man? Can you define it?
Someone that's born with a dick.
That's not a biological man.
Oh my god, dude! You don't tell
So, are you saying a newborn child is a man? It's weird. It's a weird stance to take.
Does a newborn
child have
a male? Dude, like
a male? So a newborn child is a newborn child a male? Hang on, no, is a newborn child a male?
If you have a dick, you're a male. Yes. If you have a pussy,
But does that make you a man?
I mean, yes. You're.
So you think young boys are men? That's fucking scary. That's fucking scary that you think young boys are men.
To be a female, a woman.
Are you incapable of using adult conversation language? Are you incapable of not saying things that?
I'm telling you.
Hang on. So if a child is born with genitalia, they are a man or a woman, not a boy or a girl. So then, what's a boy?
A boy is someone that has a penis.
Okay, but how's that different than a man?
When you grow up, you become a man.
Grow up. Define grow up.
Look, we're getting off topic. Okay?
No, we're not getting on topic. This is actually the topic. Nope. This is the topic. This is the topic because being an adult is a social construct, right? In one society, this person's an adult. In another society, this person's an adult. That means what makes you the difference between a boy and a man is a social construct. So when you say biological man, I have trouble understanding that because your very definition of a man involves a social construct.
Cheyenne's still on his way.
You got anything for me there, stud?
If you want to become the other one, that's fine. That's on you.
No, Manny.
That's on you.
Manny, Manny, we're still talking about how becoming a boy and a man is a social idea. Because what one society calls an adult, the other society doesn't call an adult. So that means that from society to a society, no. From society to a listen, from society to a society, what defines you as an adult is different. So therefore, your definition of biological man is socially dependent. Do you have an answer for that? Do you have an answer for that?
No. It's just, I mean, I asked you a question. You're not answering it.
I'm not answering it. I'm
You're
very
not
much
answering
answering
the
it. You can't even define biological man without involving social ideas.
Someone who was born with a penis. I don't know how other way I could make it up.
Nope, that's a boy. You said that's a boy. You said that's a boy.
No, it's not a. It's boy male, whatever. Boy male man.
Boy male. No. Boy male man's the same thing. Nope.
Yes,
A boy's a boy. Nope. A boy's a boy and a man's a man. Listen, in your world it might be, and that's a little weird. We should check your hard drive.
Yeah,
but a boy's a boy and a man's a man.
In your fantasy world, it's the other way around. Because you guys grew these ideology that there's 50 genders, which
you're avoiding what I'm saying because it hurts your argument.
Well,
you can't define. Then define. I'm gonna ask you for the third time.
Watching questions. I'll answer your.
Nope. Shut the fuck up. For the 13th time today, define man, and don't make it the same definition as boy. That's weird.
Okay, let me answer your question.
Amazing. I would love that.
What's your question? Because you asked me like 4 of them. What's your main question? Hey, bro, Santa Claus, I know you off the.
You're not even real life right now.
Claus, I know you.
You're not even real life.
Santa Claus, I know you off the.
You're not real life. There's no way.
Santa Claus, I know you off the Modelos, bro.
Oh my God! Hang on.
I know you off the Modelos.
Speaking of which, I got to put more Modelos in the refrigerator. I need more to do with y'all.
That's a good idea.
All right, here's my question. I'm gonna re-ask the question. Hang on. I'm gonna re-ask the question.
Yeah.
I need you to define biological man without making it the same definition as boy. Ready? Go. Hello?
Wait, you keep muting me, bro.
I didn't mute you. My moderators probably did. Listen, okay. Define man without making it the same definition as boy. Go.
A baby born with a penis. Simple.
That's a man.
You said.
I said define. I said
biological male. You didn't say a man. You said biological male, and I'm answering the question. Okay, don't flip the question on me when I answer the question. Okay, you're getting.
Okay, chat. Let's ask the chat.
I'm interested.
Look, I'm cooking you right now. Don't mute me.
Hang on, Boston. I'm gonna let you cook. Smiley face, I said man. Sad face, I said male. Smiley face, I said man. Sad face, I said male. Let's ask the chat, Manny. Since there's, I don't know, how many people? 1,900 people watching us. Let's see what those 1,900 people witnessed me say. Did I say biological male or biological man? Which was your language, and that's why I repeated it. Okay, Manny.
Okay.
This is starting to look like the 2020 election.
Okay.
You're losing.
We have different definitions of man. Okay. Let's just say that.
I want to hear yours, dude. What is your definition of man? And make it not match the definition of boy. Ready? Go.
A man is someone who has a penis. Look, you could even. I'm say it like this, okay? Someone who has a penis, who's a man, who's old, who's an adult, okay?
All right. What? Define adult.
Over 18 years old.
Oh, what about if you're in another country where adults are 16?
I guess over 16 if you're over there. I don't.
Oh, so you're saying the definition of a man is dependent on the society? Is that what you're saying? It's almost like it's not biological, it's sociological. That's fucking weird.
Okay, how many genders do you
Nope, not how many bullshit. Not how many bullshit.
No.
You can't define a man. That's weird. You told me it was clear cut. You told me it was two-dimensional. You said there's man and woman. That's it, boy. Ding. But then I asked you to define a man, and you can't do it without leaning on society's definition of it. That's weird.
Manny, you said you're voting for Trump, and you seem pretty hung up on this one single issue. Are you a single issue voter? Is this really what driving you to the polls? Is this really what gets you going here? Get you politically excited to be politically engaged? Is this your issue? I mean, we're going to keep talking about it back and forth. I mean, overall, though, what's the overall point here? Is this why you're voting for?
Yeah, Manny, you should probably leave this point and go to another one because I just fucking filleted you. I just fucking filleted you, bro. You just got filleted. You got filleted. I don't even like. Listen, I like my steak. I like my steak medium rare and my Manny well done. So, why don't you answer Boston's questions? Boston's question was easy. What issue are you voting on here?
What issue am I voting on?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna. I mean, my vote doesn't matter. I'm in a red state. I'm in Florida.
Is that because a lot of people are voting Republican?
Yeah, it's a red state. There's no way that the state goes through. Why am I gonna vote?
I agree with Boston here. Boston said that Kamala is about to turn Florida blue. I agree.
No, hell no.
Yeah, she shortened the gap by 4, and there's only 4% difference now.
Those are bullshit numbers. Those are bullshit numbers.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, no, Florida's not turning blue. You know, all the Republicans moved here.
Hey, Whit Piker, are you voting for Trump in November?
Well, I think the conversation you should have are people who haven't decided yet, and you try to convince them. You're just arguing with people who are on the opposite side of you. So if people have real questions and they ask you, you should answer those questions instead of yelling at them because they don't agree with you.
Okay, cool. Can you please hang on, Whit? Can you please contact my HR department and leave that recommendation with them?
See, you're not.
Could you please contact HR and leave that recommendation with them?
I want to ask you real questions because I'm undecided.
And I asked you a real question. Who are you voting for in November? All you had to say was, I'm undecided. I didn't say, please leave your comments and review here. I'm giving him 1 star. You should take questions from people.
Help convince me instead of yelling over me. That's productive.
Cool. All right, cool. I'm going to do that. You ready? Matt, are you voting for Trump in November? Because it turns out I decided to run the live this way. That's weird. Matt's not participating. Ronald Perry. I know, for real. For real.
You know what I mean?
Ronald Perry, are you voting for Trump in November?
Kind of undecided.
Okay. See how easy that was? Oh, man, that was fucking easy. Where's my little easy? I used to have one on my desk. He hit it and he goes, that was easy. That was easy. I mean, it's okay. If you're undecided, cool, man.
It's not... But my undecided is not for Kamala. So I'm either going Robert Kennedy or I'm going Trump.
You should vote Robert Kennedy, bro.
I wanted to go there. I was hoping he was going to get the Democratic nomination in the first place.
Oh God, he didn't have a chance.
And I'm a conservative. But
you should go RFK, and you should influence everybody around you to go RFK.
Yeah, I mean,
John Frisch, welcome, new subscriber, John Frisch.
You know, my problem with Kamala is I don't like when candidates try to use the race card, whether you're white, black, Jamaican, Indian. I don't.
Can you tell me what does a race card look like?
Well, I mean, it's a figure of speech. There's not a race card, so to speak, other than.
Hang on, that was your entire point. Are you just throwing it out the window? What does a race card look like?
Claiming to be any race that you vote.
Yes. Well, okay. So, for instance, she's put out that she's Indian.
Follow-up questions are hard.
Black.
Okay, is Indian a race? Is Indian a race?
No.
It's an ethnicity. It is. It is an ethnicity either. It's just it's a nationality. No, it is.
Not really.
The ethnicity that Indians fall under is Asian, more specifically South Asian. Now the race, that's a different conversation.
Which she's not.
She's not race.
No, what I'm saying is she's not black. That's what they're claiming.
She's not black. So you're echoing, by the way. Are you got me on like Bluetooth or another computer or something?
It's on my Bluetooth headset.
Well, mine was way too.
You might have to go like off of Bluetooth because it's referring back to us, or just turn down the object that's making out whatever you want to do. So
is that better?
Let me check. It's better. All right. So Kamala Harris, who went to Howard University, and while at Howard University, hang on, bro, you can't fold your clothes while we're doing this. While at Howard University, she pledged to the nation's oldest black sorority. And then she went on to law school, where she was the president of the Black Law Students Union, or Association, I apologize. So what part of her hasn't been black her whole life?
The fact that she neither...
Fucking, you can't mute the guy I'm talking to. God damn. So again, I'm going to repeat this for you while I wait for you to unmute. She went to Howard University, where she pledged to an all-black sorority. The oldest black sorority in America. Went to law school in California, where she was the president of the Black Law Students Association. She's identified as black her whole life.
Never mind her Jamaican roots.
Never mind. You can't be black and Jamaican, Boston. You know that?
I mean, but you can be...
Everybody knows Jamaicans are white.
Asians
Only.
in Jamaica, they have white people in...
Is that because Jamaica's not a race?
Exactly.
Oh, much like Indians, not a race.
Right. Well,
I feel like we're making... I feel like by the time we're done, you will have a degree in racial studies. It'll be great.
Right, but
No. Listen, since you're the white guy telling, you misspoke when you decided to decide the blackness of a black woman as a white guy. White supremacy tactic that dates back to the 1800s.
I'm far from white supremacist, but
you're not. You're actual white supremacist, because this has been a tactic of white America for a long time. The same people that came up with the one-drop rule are now deciding that Kamala Harris just isn't black enough. She's not black enough to be black.
I don't care if she was black and she gets the...
Oh, you care. No, you care, because this was your talking point. The one thing I do in my lives is I let you motherfuckers lead the conversation. So you can't ever revert back to I don't care. You obviously care, because this is where you started the conversation.
No, what I care is when you put out falsehoods. Not you particularly, but people in general is what I'm saying.
What's the falsehoods that were... So you care... So are you voting for Trump?
No. Like I told you, I was undecided.
Undecided. So is part of your decision-making process to not vote for people that put out falsehoods?
Ish. And I know he puts out a lot.
Yeah. So does RFK. Yeah. He's an anti-vaxxer. So the only option you have is Kamala Harris now. Congratulations. Welcome to being a Democratic voter. Drinks are over there. Snacks are over there.
But no, for real. Like she, so... If you go back and look at her dad's Hindu, her mom's Hindu, but her dad was Hindu.
Also not racist. None of these are races.
Oh no! But they were all.
Her grandmother.
Her dad is of Asian descent and was born in Jamaica. Her mom was born in India. Okay, she is not black. She doesn't even have black in her body. Her family has said this. It doesn't matter who she associates with. That would be a social construct, according to your last conversation, if she just associated with black people.
Race is a social construct. Good job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ronald learned something today.
I try to learn every day, but...
Well, you need to, work harder. Okay?
Her grandmother, Christiana Brown, is descendants from enslaved Africans that were in Jamaica.
Tom tells us that we should take it. I'm not taking it.
You understand, the slave trade happened in Jamaica 80 years before they even came to America.
Yep. You're absolutely correct.
But if Donald Trump
What is that?
take it, absolutely. But if Donald
Hang on, Cheyenne. I'm gonna let you play it. Just wait a
Let him
second.
go ahead and play.
Giant
I'll
finally
wait.
got his wife to work
No
as well.
issues. I got time.
All right. Listen, we're gonna let Ronald's white supremacy tactics take a break. And just to be clear, Ronald, white people deciding the blackness of black people is a white supremacy tactic. So if you're far from a white supremacist, then you should stop employing white supremacy tactics. Cheyenne, go ahead and play me the clip from the vice presidential debate. Go. Cheyenne, this is your turn. Play me the clip from the vice presidential debate.
Oh, you're so close, Cheyenne.
There we go. All right, play it. Let's go.
tell us that we should take it, I'll be the first in line to take it. Absolutely. But if Donald Trump tells us that we should take it, I'm not taking it.
Hey, did you hear it?
Yeah, I did.
So there's your nominee saying, if Donald Trump tells us to take it, I'm not taking it. And then they turned and pushed it.
Yeah.
And like, what's the gotcha here?
You told me that no Democrats said that if Donald Trump said to take it, they wouldn't.
No. You said Democrats were all saying we won't, and you found one person to say it one time.
Oh, it's your nominee.
Took it and then pushed it.
Your nominee saying it.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I can find more videos. And look, I'm not aggressive. I'll be calm the entire time.
I didn't say you were aggressive.
Your nominee is the first one when I Googled that came up. I can find more. You said, get it, and I went and got it.
No, you got one. Find a second one. Go.
Oh, yeah. Move the goalpost.
It's the same goalpost. Do you know what that term means? Move the goalpost?
No, you got one. Now get another one. Now get 10. That's
no, one person saying that doesn't mean Democrats across the board. Everybody I know is not against taking the vaccine. I took the vaccine in 2020 under Trump. And I can't stand the fucking guy because I know that Trump didn't invent the vaccine. I don't think Trump can fucking read, if we're being honest. So I know that he didn't invent the vaccine.
She also went on to say if the scientists say it's fine,
Can you let Boston finish what he's saying, Cheyenne? Go ahead, Boston.
She also went on to say that the scientists, if the scientists say it's fine, then she's going to take it. And what she did, and she helped push it. So really, there's no gotcha here.
Yeah, literally. She said, if Trump says take it, she's out. If scientists say take it, she's in.
She took it.
I believe her exact language was, if a credible source. I don't know. It's been a while.
You went for a gotcha. I said, Democrats said that if Trump said to take it, they wouldn't do it.
But that if a doctor said, she would trust a doctor.
And she trusted Anthony Fauci because he said take 10 of them and wear 2 masks.
Is he a doctor? Is he a doctor?
And he's the leading guy for all the CDC.
Arguably a credible source. Let me ask you a question, Cheyenne. Let's pretend that you were not, a fucking who you are. And yeah, let's just say that, right? Let's say that you weren't. And that you were somehow the leader of the CDC because you spent your life's work working towards that. Wouldn't you want people to trust your expertise over the guy who was on a reality TV show?
I would, as long as my expertise didn't say, trust me because I'm the science. Tell me you didn't.
Okay, hang on. Matt, are you voting for Trump in November? Matt. Cheyenne, drink some water, bro. Are you voting for Trump in November, Matt?
I'm kind of undecided, but I'm leaning more towards Trump the more.
Okay, what's making you lean more that way?
Just because I align more with that side, I guess you could say.
In what ways? By the way, if you're putting in guest requests, I'm looking for Opposition in the box only. Opposition in the box only. Please continue to tap the screen. We're trying to get to 500,000 likes. Thank you to all the tappers. We're trying to get to 500,000 likes. Share the live. I do got a gifting goal right here. It hasn't moved for a while. If you could help me hit 100, we're trying to get 150. Yeah, go ahead. What more do you align with on that side, Matt?
Well, I guess you could say policy-wise as well as...
Matt, are you going to keep saying vague things until I pry the fucking thing out of you like a tooth? Can you just tell me, what do you align with on the right more than the left?
Probably the fact that with the right, they want things determined at the state level, whereas with the Democrats, they want everything federal. And I don't really know of anything federally that's ran very well. If you could please, Jolly, name one thing that is ran well federally.
I just got a violation for bullying and harassment. What did I do? One thing that's ran well federally, that's your point? That's your argument? If it's not ran well, we should just stop doing it? So this is MAGA's point now. MAGA's point now is, if it's not well, we should just get rid of it. Don't fix it. Don't fix it. Don't address the fucking problem. Don't do risk management. Don't replace the leadership. Just throw it out with the fucking bathwater.
No. That's not, clearly that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, why not determine those things also at the state level?
Like Second Amendment rights.
Like a person in Chicago.
I asked a question, like Second Amendment rights. We should take away federal protection of Second Amendment rights and make those a state level decision.
Do I think everyone should have a semi-automatic assault rifle? No. But do I think everyone should have...
That's a good start.
Do I think everyone should have a pistol or a shotgun or a hunting rifle? I believe that's fine.
But that's not what I asked you. I just said that we should do this at a state level.
Right.
I think freedom of speech should be at a state level.
Why?
Why not? Name one thing that's handled right federally. Oh, does your argument suddenly sound stupid as fuck? Hang on, Cheyenne. It's not your turn, Cheyenne. You can respond. Let Matt respond to what I said, and then you can respond, Cheyenne. But notice how your argument, I just used your argument against you, and it's, no offense, but it's dumb.
I don't see how it's dumb when clearly...
You just said, why should freedom of speech not be at the state level?
I didn't know you said that. You asked me a question, and I'm trying to answer, but you keep over-talking me.
Man, I get gaslit so much on these lives. I said, I believe freedom of speech should be at the state level. He said, why?
I don't believe freedom of speech should be at a state level. I think
Then why should abortion be at a state level?
Abortion should be at a state level. I see what you're saying there.
Fucking good start. So if freedom of speech shouldn't be at it should not be at a state level, why should abortion? If you can't answer that, then fucking reinstate Roe v. Wade.
So you want to make abortion legal federally or illegal?
I want it to be legal for women, for people with a uterus to have a choice over their own bodies. Yeah, I think that's a great fucking thing to do.
I agree.
Right.
That's what I say. I'm not totally right-leaning. I'm sort of middle of the line.
That's why you need a federal government to impose it on the states so the states don't go rogue and do their own shit.
Bingo.
The reasons why we've had to have all these agencies created, like the EPA, SEC and all this stuff, is because there's such bad corruption and pollution and whatever else. You leave things back to the states, and that's when things get out of fucking control because there's no oversight on these people. And you look at a place like Texas that's just bought up by billionaire oligarchs, the pollution, and there's reasons why all these institutions had to be made in the fucking first place.
Bingo. That's what I keep saying. We're literally going fucking backwards.
Yeah, the whole states' rights thing is just a matter of fucking, a Confederate, fucking old classic saying, so they can just kind of pose their kind of old fucking racial hierarchy and how fucking people should be able to participate in the political process.
I agree completely. Aquarian, are you voting for Trump in November? Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Aquarian. I'm going to do a quick capitalism really fast. Guys, I have this shirt in my bio, in my store. If you go to my bio, get it. This is a JD Underpants Ban Heterosectionals shirt. Ban Heterosectionals. If you go to the link in my bio, go to my store, you can get your t-shirt. In my bio, Ban Heterosectionals. If you use the promo code LIVE10, 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 you can get 10% off of your order. Go to the link in my bio and order your Ban Heterosectional shirt now. And you get 10% off if you use the promo code LIVE10, but I have to be live when you use it. If you don't use the promo code while I'm not live, it won't work. Ban Heterosectionals. Get your shirt today. Aquarian, are you voting for Trump in November? I got to kick Aquarian. They're not answering. Cheyenne, you wanted to contribute to the last conversation. What were you going to say? You said something about the Constitution.
So his statement is said, one thing that is run correct or right or good with the federal government. He didn't say anything about constitutionally. Somebody's got.
Hey, user 563949394975431. You got a fucking echo, bro. All right, go ahead.
Well, anyways, he was saying run by the federal government, not run by the Constitution, run by the federal government. The Constitution, all of it, and the Bill of Rights are to protect us. And he unmuted again.
I kicked him. Go ahead.
From the federal government. They give us our rights, not the federal government rights to control us.
Are you saying something right now? He asked me, what is ran well at the federal level? So what are you saying?
I'm saying that the Second Amendment is not a federal issue. It's a constitutional issue. The
okay. Why isn't abortion a constitutional issue?
Wait a minute. You said the Constitution.
Show me in there where it says anywhere about abortion in the Constitution. Show me where it says.
That's the point. You're walking face first. Hang on. You're walking face first into the. Hang on. You're walking face first into the point. Was medical abortions a thing that was like happening and that was a social issue when the Constitution was ratified?
No, it wasn't. I'll answer that question.
Thank you, Boston.
Actually, throughout the entire colonial period,
we don't know. How do you know they didn't do a coat hanger?
I'm going to tell you right now. During the entire colonial.
Hey, Boston, do that because I got to piss. Do that.
All right. During the entire colonial period, there's no social religious burden women had to bear if she wanted to have abortions, right? And there's medical records, especially up in New England and Massachusetts and stuff in the Massachusetts Bay Colony. And that was even during the time when the Pilgrims were up here with a little theocracy going on. And by the time the Constitution was ratified, Ben Franklin himself, founding father, he actually wrote a manual on how to have safe and effective abortions using just fucking herbs. The first laws of abortion didn't come into the law to the books until the 1820s, and then the first laws of abortion before quickening didn't happen until the 1860s. Much, a lot of turmoil going on in the country then, and there's a lot of minorities coming in, and that's when you're really starting to see a clamp down on the whole Great Replacement theory. Well, back then they called it race suicide. And then they got a lot of...
So my whole point, and I actually kind of agree with you. The federal government, the state government, nobody should have any say in it at all.
Right. Well,
so I don't know why there's an issue over it. Why the government has to be involved.
A state government is a government, so you have to have the federal government to protect citizens over the country. Otherwise, states just go rogue and do what they want. What do you think the whole states' rights issue of the whole fucking Civil War was about? Well, states' rights issues. It's
so actually,
obviously.
The federal government
for clarity, it was slavery.
That's the whole.
Boston means slavery, but he's making another point.
Confederate, Dixiecrat, Strom Thurmond special. States' rights. It's just so they can fucking run rogue and have local fucking power and oligarch fucking money that are running around in their states. They don't want any kind of oversight, so they just
Okay, and I actually agree. I actually agree with. We found common ground on one thing. I agree. But
hang on, Boston. Hang on, Cheyenne. Hang on, Cheyenne. Scott, thank you for the Venmo. Scott, thank you for the Venmo. Kimberly, thank you for the Venmo. Carol, thank you for the Venmo. And Mindy. My Venmo doesn't notify me when people send me shit, so I miss them sometimes. I apologize. So Scott, Kimberly, Carol, and Mindy, thank you for sending me a Venmo. Guys, I am going to the DNC on my own dime. That's my Venmo at the bottom, Jolly Good Ginger, and my Cash App's at the top, R3ASSOC. I wish they would let me change my Cash App name to fucking Jolly Good Ginger, but they suck and they won't let me. But on that note, Guadalupe, Margaret, and Jeremy, thank you for the Cash App. Guadalupe, Margaret, and Jeremy, thank you for the Cash App. Thank you so much. All right, go ahead, Cheyenne. Boston, you were making a point.
Actually, then you go even further about the history of abortion. It didn't come to a modern problem until the 70s, after the evangelicals and Jerry Falwell trying to come to power, and desegregation was no longer a political issue to run on, or a social issue to talk about.
Right.
So for a while, it was an issue. So that's why I don't understand why you want it to be a states' rights issue, because we need the federal government to protect women's rights. Because
and that's my point. No, the point that Boston's making. No, Cheyenne, you're missing the point that Boston is making, because I wholeheartedly agree with him. Just because it wasn't mentioned in the Constitution should not prevent it from being a constitutional issue, because we deify the Constitution as if it's the end-all be-all. But the fact is, if you understood the Second Amendment, you would know that the Second Amendment never had anything to do with your right to just privately own firearms. It had everything to do with having a militia in lieu of a standing army. That was the entire point of it. But hang on, don't interrupt me. I don't respond well to that. So we have a standing army now. We don't even need the Second Amendment or the Third or a lot of other ones. We need to change. So this is why we need to modernize our Constitution if we're going to deify the language in it. The point that Boston is making to you is this: it was not a social issue at the time, so it didn't make it to the Constitution. But that does not mean that it's not a social issue now. That needs to be protected in the same way.
And if you're a fan of guys like Thomas Jefferson, he believed in generational tyranny and thought the Constitution needed to be updated every 19, 20 years. And you can see that in the letters to Samuel Kershaw and stuff like that. It was a lawyer.
So Cheyenne, go ahead and respond.
They also made a stipulation that you need to have now I forget the word, where a majority of the states to amend the Constitution. They made it so that you just can't willy-nilly amend it at a whim to get whatever the majority of people want. You have to have a convention of states to amend.
Yeah, it's 34 states or something like that.
So it's put in there. It's law. It can't be changed. And I don't disagree with you. The abortion issue is not an issue. I'm a guy. I have no say in that. All I'm saying is abortion is not a right. We have the right to bear arms. We have the right to free speech. We have the right to
Oh my God. Did you miss everything Boston just said? Did you miss everything Boston just said? He said that it should be a right. It just didn't make it in the Constitution.
It doesn't mean you can't change it. You keep going down the list of amendments there. You get to the 18th and we were allowed to drink fucking alcohol.
Right, that part.
You know what I mean? We got that back because we had to fucking change it.
Yeah, because we had the 21st Amendment undid the 18th Amendment. The 13th Amendment changed how we do slavery. The 14th Amendment allowed black people to vote, but there's no amendment to make white people vote. That's because the Constitution was originally written for white people. Clearly, there's problems with the original document.
And obviously, women had no input when the Constitution was written. So
bingo. The reason that women's health care is the nightmare that it is because for the first 100 fucking years that technological advances were being made in fucking women's medicine, it was being done by men.
Right, I agree.
Hang on one second, Matt Wright. Hang on one second. Hang on.
Oh, wait. Women in the back alleys with a fucking coat hanger like we saw during, the 50s and 60s and shit.
Right, exactly. Ryan with the Boston Smalls gift. Thank you for gifting my panel. Matt, are you voting for Trump in November?
Yes.
All right, why?
I mean, I've watched both of them. And I feel like I like Trump more than I do Kamala.
Why?
I don't like how the country's ran the last 4 years. You guys were talking about
Kamala Harris didn't run the country the last 4 years.
Well, she was VP. I mean, how much higher? So you're going to
the president?
Well, you don't say.
What does the vice president have authority over?
Well, she can trump him on some things and disagree.
She can trump him. Tell me a single situation the vice president can trump the president.
Well, she can take it to the House. She can take it to wherever, and
She can. And tell me where that's at in the Constitution, since we're talking about it.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, somebody.
I know what you're just saying, and what you're just saying is wrong. I'm not attacking you, but it's wrong.
Right. Well, okay. You guys.
It's incorrect.
Hang on. Let's back up for a second. You guys were talking about abortion, right?
No. We're not backing up. You said you don't like how she ran the country the last 4 years, and she didn't run the country the last 4 years.
She was over the border. How many times has she been to the border?
She was over the border. The vice president has authority over the border?
Well, she was the liaison or whatever. Joe Biden said that she was the liaison of the border, meaning she was the commander-in-chief of the border. She was the one who had say-so. Where are you from? Where do you live? Where do you live? Do you live anywhere close to Texas? Do you see the people running in here all the time?
Give me quantifiable. Show me a statistic that the border is something I should worry about.
Bro, if you live down here, you would see it.
Oh, I would see it.
You don't.
Because that's how data works. You just see it.
If it was that much of a crisis and emergency,
I think I live in a condo and we share. Hang on. I live in a condo and we all share the same parking lot. Like 3 different condo buildings share the same parking lot. And what I've noticed is a huge American problem is people can't park. I see it every day. And so I can't vote for Trump because of his. He doesn't have a policy addressing parking.
All I'm saying is, if you went down to
all I'm saying is that's a dumb fucking argument.
I work in the oil field. I don't
care. I don't care. I don't care about your anecdote. Show me a statistic that I should worry about the border.
You go down there and see it.
Nope.
You watch coyotes smuggle people across the border and stuff. And
You've watched that? You've watched that happen?
Yeah.
Okay. Was the one person? Hang on. How did you know it was a? Hang on. Did he have a jersey on? Did he have a jersey on? Hang on. Did he have a jersey on that said Coyote? That's how you know it was a coyote?
No, you're funny. Then,
no, I'm not funny. How did you know it was a coyote?
That's what they call them. They're smugglers that help them.
Okay, they called them that. So you were watching it? No. You were watching it. You had some binoculars.
No,
right? You were watching it. And then the one guy was like, "This is my coyote." Oh, that's a weird language. This guy's his coyote.
We can't even take.
Oh my God! There's another coyote. How did you know what you were looking at? No, fuck you. How did you know what you... Nope.
See, this
Tell
is
me.
bad about your platforms. You don't let nobody talk. You just want
because you're trying to pivot off of a question. I'm not letting you leave the question.
I'm not.
How did you know that these people were coyotes? Go.
Oh, the Mexicans that were running the casing crew, they would even tell us, and they would translate it to us. And they'd say, those people there, they run over illegal, and they get mad because they went off and got work visas. Unlike these other motherfuckers, they just cross the fucking border and everything's okay. We give them housing and all this shit. And I understand why there's some of that shit that goes on because our process of vetting these people that are coming across the border, we can't do it fast enough.
Right.
Shit, they're coming across
I'm
too
so glad you
fast.
said that. Stop right there. Can I stop you right there? I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad that you're so worried about this. I'm so glad that it's such a huge fucking crisis and it has to be dealt with immediately. I'm so happy the Republicans
that's another thing.
voted down on their own plan that they came up that would address that.
Tell me what rights we had.
What a fucking problem solved with a write-up. They really know how to govern.
There were people that were nurses and shit losing their job, having to take a fucking shot that nobody even fucking.
You said the problem with my platform is I don't let other people talk. And then Boston was trying to talk, and you wouldn't shut your fucking cock warmer, right? So, listen, I don't buy your story that you were hanging out on the border, and people were coming to you, hey, random fucking white guy, that dude's a coyote. That's a made-up story. And even if, let's pretend there's a world where your story happened. Let's pretend there's a world where your story happened. It still doesn't prove anything. Because if this is a problem to me, if this is something that I would have to worry about, you could easily show me statistics. Hey, Jolly, right here, there's a statistic that says that the people crossing the southern border is a threat to Americans because of X, Y, Z. Show me that, or I don't believe you. He ran.
There hasn't been any kind
he
of
ran.
woman over like 30 years, right?
Well, let's be clear. He ran.
Right. But I mean, what there's also be clear is like how much they flip out about how much of a crisis this is, and how much they absolutely turn down their own bill that would address the issues that they wanted to be addressed.
Yeah, this was it was the shit they wanted. And he ran like a baby back bitch. Cheyenne, I dropped you because you're lagging. Cheyenne, you're lagging. I had to drop you. You can re-request. I'll add you back up. Cheyenne's actually been pretty respectful. Buck F. Wild. Were you up here earlier?
Yeah, I was up here earlier. I was giving my son a shower.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Okay, that's no problem.
Can I say that? I've seen that in a lot of your comments. My son's 6. I gotta bathe him.
I know. It was just a weird comment. You gotta be honest. Announcing that to the live with 2,000 people was weird. But listen, we're moving past that.
It's a little weird, I guess, but
okay, it's a lot weird, bro. Hang on. You said just now in my comment section, the reason I brought you up, you said fentanyl. Talk to me about it.
Well, I mean that's coming across our borders by the boatloads, man. You know what I'm saying? Is it not?
No.
They're mostly Americans. They go right
But hang on, Boston. Don't ruin my setup. Boston, don't ruin my setup.
It's not.
Okay. It's not. No, it's not. What's coming
from them?
Okay, I'm going to answer your question. What's coming across our border is low concentration fentanyl. You know what low concentration fentanyl means?
Listen, man. Where's it coming from?
Primarily China.
Okay, how's China getting over here?
In shipping containers, primarily.
Okay, and where's it coming from, man? You keep dodging it.
China.
Okay, but
I didn't dodge it. I specifically answered the question directly.
Where is it coming mainly from, Jolly?
Hang on. Maybe it's me. Okay. Boston, chat, everybody who I trust. Am I not answering that question?
China.
China. Maybe if I hold my hands like this and say it like this, China, then you'll understand it. For the 13th fucking time, Buck, it's coming from China.
Then how is it getting over here, Jolly? Where is the
again for the third time, shipping containers.
And what port of entry, Jolly? You keep dodging it, bruh. Is it coming from Seattle? Are they getting it in through Seattle?
Yeah.
Are they getting it in through Colorado?
Well, Colorado's not a port of entry. You know that Colorado's landlocked. Hang on. You know that Colorado's landlocked, right? Hang on. You know Colorado's landlocked, right?
No, stop.
No, we're not stopping. We're just starting.
You know where it's coming from? It's coming from the Mexican border.
No, it's not. That's not true. It's coming in through ships.
Yes, it is true.
Then show me your source.
Up here,
then show me your source.
And you're okay. This country.
Yeah, that's all cool story, man. Show me your source.
Did you just jump to communists in a trailer?
Y'all
show me your. Listen.
Sick. You're all cucks. Y'all get pegged on a nightly.
Tell me what a communist is.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No. I don't care about that. Stop. Listen. Show me your source that fentanyl from China is coming through our southern border.
Oh, you want me to hop back off? Bring back on?
No, man.
You don't Google from your phone while you're in the live.
Yeah, you can. I'll let you go on break here. Now listen. Make sure that you don't conflict what the department or the Drug Enforcement Agency says. Shall I read you what the DEA says? Because I think
all those organizations all are working together. The DEA freaking watches over the DEA. The FBI watches over the FBI. That's what Trump's trying to do, break up these groups that watch over themselves. There's nobody watching over them. They watch over themselves. That would be like...
Currently, China remains the primary source of fentanyl and fentanyl-related substances trafficked through international mail. International mail. Okay. Now let's go down to Mexico. Okay. Fentanyl is smuggled across the U.S.-Mexico border in a low concentration, high volume. That means low concentration, High volume. Do you know who the primary smuggler is of fentanyl across the American border, Buck?
How much fentanyl it takes to kill a person or unalive a person? I'm sorry.
I do know that, yeah.
Okay, so do you know that low concentration, high volume, do you know what that means, Jolly?
Yeah, they're all words I understand.
Okay, so that means that it's coming over in high volumes. Low concentration, high volumes.
That is
You
a
said
great
it yourself.
analysis.
Yeah, okay, well, I mean, you want to sit there and go China?
But you skipped the first thing I said, which is China remains the primary. Do you know what the word primary means?
Yeah, I know what primary means, Jolly.
Okay. China remains the primary source of fentanyl trafficked through international mail. Is there anything you're confused about there?
Yeah, that's where it's all coming from. International mail.
No, not all of it. Just primary. Just the primary source.
75% of it. Oh, wow.
Shut him up. Okay, so, I mean, what's your point, buddy? You asked about a question about...
No, this is your point.
The danger of open borders? That's one danger of open borders.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not.
Is freaking...
Our borders aren't open. Are you listening to a symphony?
Borders are open, Jolly. Are you kidding me?
Hang on, Buck. Can you leave? Hang on, Buck. Can you leave the Music City Radio Hall that you're in?
I'm walking through my house.
Okay, then go to the part of the house that's not playing the fucking music.
Oh, it's not.
There you go. There you go.
The border is coming through by Americans support the venture. It's not just
22 million illegal immigrants have crossed over the border since Biden and Harris.
A country with a product. It takes a lot of manpower. There's a lot of freight trains and stuff. It's not,
Or you know what they could do is just implement Trump's freaking policy that he had in place and stop the border.
Hang on, Boston. Hang on, Boston. Hang on, Boston.
No, that's all you have to do, Boston.
No. Hang on, Boston. Hang on, Boston. Listen, Buck. Who is the primary trafficker of fentanyl across the southern border?
Trafficker of fentanyl across the southern border?
Yes, primary.
Well, it would probably be illegal immigrants.
It's not.
Oh, well, who is it if it's not illegal immigrants, Jolly?
No problem. Glad you asked. Perfect question, Buck. It's American citizens.
American citizens.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's all the weekenders going down there to freaking Cancun and stuff, bringing fentanyl back. That's what's really happening, right? It's not the 22 million undocumented illegal immigrants.
It's not.
Get the hell out of here, dude.
Nope.
I was excited. I was really excited to talk.
So let me explain to you. This is why it's a good thing for the people that do illegal stuff that Buck's not in charge of illegal activities, because you would all be in prison. So what you don't want to do when you're trafficking schmugs across the border is also be doing other illegal shit, because then you would be noticed. I might stop you. Hang on. Stop yapping. You're not going to interrupt me. I might stop you, okay, because you aren't supposed to be here, and then find out you got a kilo of fucking fentanyl under your fucking leg, right? So that's not a good idea. So it makes more sense for me, the illegal doer of illegal things, to have people who don't look suspicious, who are already citizens, who are going through legal ports of entry, to be my primary trafficker. That's why they do it. They actually don't have illegal immigrants traffic things, because that would be, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Stupid. Because then you would get caught all the fucking time, and you would lose your product, which costs money, right? So the people that are trafficking fentanyl across our southern border primarily is American citizens. Source, the fucking DEA, the fucking Customs and Immigration Services, the Border Patrol. Nobody disagrees with this. So, Buck, tell me where your source is that says it's not American citizens.
Now, Jolly, I'm not a real educated man, okay? But I'm a smart man.
I know you're not. You're neither of those.
How that trafficking works, okay? know how the trafficking works. I know.
Clearly you don't.
I know they send so many people freaking over, and they freaking send so many planes over, and they send so many boats over, and they're not worried about so much getting freaking caught.
Are you ignoring everything I just said? Show me your source that the primary source, fentanyl traffickers across the border, isn't American citizens. Go. I don't want to hear how you're not an educated person. I know that. Sky's blue, grass is green.
Jolly, there's 22 undocumented illegal immigrants in America.
22? God
22
damn.
million.
Oh, 22 million. Oh. If they're undocumented, hang on. If they're undocumented, how do we count them?
Do you think they all just came here with a pocket full of heroin?
Hang on, no. Even better. If they're undocumented, how did we count them?
What? How do we count them?
Yeah. If they're undocumented,
is 11 million. Okay, but that's a low ball.
But you said 22 million.
Undocumented, Jolly, means that we don't know who they are. That's who.
Okay. So hang on. So now the argument is.
You sit there. No, I'm tired of you damn sitting playing like.
So now the new argument is we don't know who they are. We've never seen them. We've never. So how did you come up with the number? No, how did you come up with the number? If we can't see them and they're not documented and we have no way, it's just the boogeyman?
Because we count them at the border. That's not documenting them, Jolly.
We count them and then it's like, hey, go ahead, you're good.
Yeah, because Biden reestablished catch and release.
What?
Trump had wait in Mexico.
Those are two different things.
No, buddy. Jolly,
Yes, they are. All right, tell me what. I know, I get it. You're in your feelings because I know what I'm talking about. You don't. What's remain in Mexico? What is the remain in Mexico policy? Go.
The remain in Mexico policy is while you're waiting to get into the United States, you have to wait in Mexico.
Wrong.
That's not wrong, Jolly.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
Yes,
only for those who claim asylum.
Thank you, Ronald. Ronald, are you voting for Trump in November? Oh, you were undecided. Yeah, you should vote for Kamala Harris. These are the people that you're fucking voting with if you vote for Trump. But yeah, it's for people seeking asylum.
Yeah, that's a lie, dude. Because freaking anybody that's seeking asylum can then crosses over the border, gets to go to freaking asylum cities.
Asylum cities. I go to asylum cities. Asylum cities are like my little vacation getaway. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, hey babe, we're gonna go this weekend. It's like Asylum City. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go to Asylum City. Matt Wright, are you voting for Trump in November?
Why are you voting for Kamala? What kind of question is that?
Hey man, any president willing to take a bullet.
Why are you voting for Kamala Harris, Jolly? Except because you're
how long Kamala Harris and Joe
Buck, hang on, Matt. Your fellow trader was cutting you off. Hang on.
I bet.
You're
I couldn't. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Hang on, your fellow trader was cutting you off. All right.
Tell me why you want to vote for Kamala.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake.
Bro, you gotta get
tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.
Tell us why you're voting for
Ginger,
Kamala.
come on, let's see. Tell me why you're voting for Kamala. I gotta know.
Tell
me. Here's what I need. I need Matt, and Dum Dum down here to pick whose turn it is to talk.
See, man, why you gotta be a cocksucker? Just tell me why you're voting for Kamala Harris.
Exactly.
So are we okay? Are we voting for Matt Wright? Is it Matt Wright's turn to talk?
I don't give a fuck. Ginger.
Okay.
Give me some details.
Buck don't give a fuck. Buck don't give a fuck. So Matt, are you cool with Matt Wright being the guy talking right now?
As long as it's not you.
Okay, got it. All right, Matt, go ahead. Your turn to talk.
Oh, tell me why you're voting for Kamala. I want to know. You keep fucking asking everybody all these bullshit antics and all this stuff. Tell me why you like Kamala Harris.
It's my life, Matt. I can ask whatever I want. It's my life. Matt Wright, if you want to ask other questions, you could host a live. Why aren't you doing that? Why are you here on my live? Because you are irrelevant. All right, I'll answer your question. Because when it comes to her human rights stances and the things that she has, sided with, Yes, you're going to let me finish. Listen, I know that you don't let your wife finish. Let me finish.
Yeah.
So when it comes to things that involve human rights and things that I think matter to the average Americans, like universal health care, like the houseless problem, like the housing crisis, like education, like mass incarceration, these things that I think really affect everyday Americans, she has shown a propensity to lean in the same direction as me. She has been the tie-breaking vote in the Senate for things that involve these topics that matter to me. And even her history as an attorney general and district attorney, she has sided with programs and policies that are on the same side that I am on those particular issues. And that I believe in, even now, currently her stronger stance on Gaza and her stronger stance on the ceasefire, which breaks away from the Biden administration stance, all the things that involve human rights give me hope that there is a direction that we will right this ship. And so